One of my biggest mistakes I have made in my life has been to rely on others to help me find joy. It has been said you should never place the keys to your joy in someone else's pocket. Stay tuned. In this episode of Harvest, we will discuss how to always be cheerful. In Proverbs 15:13, we find the words of the wise King Solomon.
A merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance, but by sorrow of the heart the spirit is broken.
This reminds me about a time when I was around 12 years old. A dog just randomly showed up at our house. He was there when my brother and I came home from school. We desperately tried to shoo him away, but he was determined to stay. And after about a week, my father decided that the dog had adopted us. The dog was really mangy, and despite bathing him, he just continued in this appearance to be this shabby-looking dog. However, what his appearance lacked, his spirit made up for. This dog was perpetually cheerful and full of energy, so we named him Peppy. Each day, my brother and I rode the city bus to school, and our bus stop was about a half a mile from our house. Many days, Peppy would be cheerfully waiting for us at the corner of the street, ready to walk us home. Then one day, when I was about 14, I heard tires screeching out in front of our house, followed by a loud yelp. Peppy had been hit by a car. The car was long gone. Going over to Peppy, I was mortified. His hip was completely broken and some of his bowels were visible. I carefully picked him up, and the whole time, through his excruciating pain, Peppy wagged his tail. He was so glad to see me. Fanny J. Crosby, the famed hymnist, penned the words to the hymn, "Always Cheerful." The words say, "Let our hearts be always cheerful. Why should murmuring enter there, when our kind and loving Father makes us children of his care? With his gentle hand to lead us, should the powers of sin assail, he has promised grace to help us, never can his promise fail. When we turn aside from duty, comes the pain of doing wrong, and the shadow creeping o'er us checks the rapture of our song. Oh, the good are always cheerful, and their path is ever bright. Let us heed the blessed counsel, shun the wrong, and love the right. Always cheerful, sunshine all around we see. Full of beauty is the path of duty. Cheerful may we always be." Cheerfulness is a choice. It's not a predisposition, nor a result of circumstance or fortune. Did you know joy is actually an acronym? It stands for Jesus first, others second, you are last. Let's look at what S.D. Gordon once wrote.
Joy is distinctly a Christian word and a Christian thing. It is the reverse of happiness. Happiness is the result of what happens of an agreeable sort. Joy has its springs deep down inside, and that spring never runs dry, no matter what happens. Only Jesus gives that joy.
Now, before you think that the hit and run incident was the end of Peppy's life, you'll be happy to know that he lived a very long, cheerful life. He died when I was about 27. If he still could, Peppy would wag his tail and bark. Are you choosing to be cheerful today?
This has been a presentation of Harvest with your host, Dr. Michael John Cookenmaster. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Like, comment, and share. See you next time.